it's hard for the layman to understand what the painter is trying to do. The painter himself is the only one that can know, really. And he doesn't make any conscious effort, perhaps, to reveal himself to the public, but that is the aim of painting eventually.
I live 2,357 miles away from the studio of the most important realist painter, Edward Hopper. Modern technology helps me a lot. Via Google Maps I can visit the street that Hopper used to walk to his home and studio, 3 Washington Square North, New York. Over there, on the 4th floor, he lived with his wife Jo from 1913 until his death in 1967. Hopper used the south end of the space overlooking Washington Square Park. The scenes from his garret window provided him with much source material for his memorable urban paintings of New York City. This is one of my favorite paintings, Automat, created in 1927. Hopper's wife Jo served as the model for the woman. She was 44 at the time. The character is rejuvenated and somehow more boyish. The painter has portrayed the interior of a popular hot cafe called Automatic. There you order food and drinks from the machine without having direct contact with the human beings. The green dress and the red spot behind her are opposite colors and create a colored center on the picture. This lady here is chewing her cud. Is she thinking about someone romantically? The empty chair. If this someone is away from her physically, he or she is present in her mind. Who knows? The girl is with a gloved hand, her decision not to stay for long here. She has removed only one glove, which may indicate that she is tempted to stay a while longer.
In the case of the objective painter, he uses natural phenomena to communicate, and that has always been my aim. I am called an objective painter, and I suppose I am. He uses natural phenomena to communicate, perhaps because it's a universal vocabulary.
Edward Hopper lived during a time of great changes, the birth of urban industrialization. The idea of living fast and easy with the help of machines was exciting. By the end of the 19th century, interest in cinema had become widespread.
At night, the brightest reflection in the skies over New York comes from Manhattan. The biggest entertainment center in the world is the area around Times Square and Broadway, the Great White Way. Within walking distance of Times Square, there are hundreds of theaters, stage plays, and motion pictures. Here, too, are the opera, the ballet, and concerts.
On one hand, cinema was a place where you can escape even from yourself. On the other hand, it was a safe place where you can have time for yourself and for self-reflection. Edward Hopper once said, "When I don't feel in a mood for painting, I go to the movies for a week or more.
Kathleen, who's that? Who? That man looking at us and smiling. The nasty dog.
My dear, don't you know? That's Red Butler. He's from Charleston. He has a most terrible reputation.
New York movie by Edward Hopper. While the audience is looking at the screen, we get to see a blonde woman, tailored in a military-styled uniform. She is so deep in thought that she doesn't care about the movie. Hopper is focused more on her internal monologue than the crowd that's watching a movie. He was a genius for making the illusory world of the theater so magical and completely empty at the same time.
It's probably a reflection of my own, if I may say, loneliness. I don't know. Could be the whole human condition.
A famous song goes like this: when nobody needs you, you are lost in the dark. When nobody needs you, and love seems so far. The crowd. You are never physically alone, yet the world seemed removed. People don't even notice you. Crowded streets, theaters, malls, or it can also be social networks, interactive games, or virtual realities. When there is no deep and meaningful connection with other human being or even with yourself, this loneliness can develop into severe forms of depression. There is no greater feeling than gobbling up your favorite food, sipping your precious drink, listening to the music you love, and cozying up in the corner of a cafe on a dull winter evening. I read this statement and totally agree with it. It's hard to explain why, but urban jungle, so noisy, with faster move people and mechanical rhythm, is my cozy dark room when I'm in need of solitude. Hopper's paintings depicted loneliness and solitude as two different things. Crowd in his paintings seems lonely and disconnected from the real world, and a part of the crowd he notices another type of human beings that experience solitude in a beautiful way, living in the present moment, collecting their inner energy, exploring their unconscious mind. He feels exactly like them, a person who draws strength from his soul's garden.